I am creating a course for an environmental health and safety class. This course will be instructing Emerenti students who are between the ages of 19 and 35. By the end of my course, my students should be able to write an incident report using correct English vocabulary. I have chosen to use PowerPoint due to the many features that I most recently discovered. In the PowerPoint, I kept the color scheme similar, with the background a light tan and the Palatino font in both green and blue. I have included audio to help with listening skills for my ESL students. Along with the audio, I incorporated the use of action buttons, with each page having a home button. The home button will lead students to the needed sections for completion. This button is the same color and in the same location for all the slides. I will give you an introduction to my course. Accidents happen at home and in the workplace. Accidents are also known as incidents. Take a look at the pictures of the injured people and discuss what happened. Have you or someone you know experienced such an injury? In the workplace, who do you report an injury to? Is there a form that should be completed if you have an injury in the workplace? From here, students can click a tab to enter the course. They should begin with the first tab, Objectives. By the end of this course, you will be able to discuss a workplace injury using the correct English vocabulary, collect facts and determine the sequence of events that lead to a workplace injury, recommend actions to prevent future workplace injuries, and lastly, write a detailed incident report. Knowing the objectives are important in your studies. They help you set goals in studying, goals of what you plan to do in your life. They are especially helpful while studying and developing the skills you will need for your future job. There are long-term and short-term goals. Click on the words long-term and short-term to get more information. Prepare your own goals for using workplace vocabulary to discuss injuries. Students will click on the image to be forwarded to a slide in which they will complete their own long-term and short-term goals. The purpose of this is to have the students do some reflection before they get into learning the material. To go to the next section, students will click the home page, and from the home page, they'll click the facts. Students will listen to what information is needed to be able to complete the personal details of an incident report in this facts section. They will listen to a scenario and drag and drop the words to the correct space. I have included a link to be forwarded on a transcript. Here's the facts section. The first section of the incident report will include the date, time, specific location, names, job titles, department, and supervisor. Listen to the following recording and drag the correct words to the gaps to complete the first section. Jessica Doyle, a computer engineer, was working at her computer at 11 a.m. on Monday, May 21st, 2016. She needed to get additional paper for her printer, so she went to the storage room. The boxes of paper were on the top shelf, but she couldn't find a ladder. She stood on a chair that had wheels. When she reached for the paper, the chair moved, causing her to be unbalanced. Jessica fell to the ground. She was holding her right arm when her supervisor from her visual arts department, Mark Freeman, walked in. He had heard a noise and was concerned that something had happened to her. So from here, students who need additional help can go to the transcript and they can read what the scenario is.